Hello, this is Angela Skurtu with St. Louis Marriage Therapy. You can find me at www.therapistintlouis.com. And this is the second video on 10 things to do with your kids. I did the first 5 in the previous video. So just to continue with some of the things you can do with your kiddos during this COVID crisis is number 6, read books and actually act out the stories. So first of all, I set a goal for myself of try to do something educational with my kid every day, and it's a very low goal. Like I'm not pulling punches here, guys. I was not planning to be a homeschool mom. I really love that teachers teach my daughter. I've been a business owner this whole time, so I have used teachers her whole life to do basically the Monday through Friday part of my parenting, and then I did the nights and the weekends, and so this has been a big change for me in my routine, and I know it's a big change for a lot of you too, because for those of you who had kids in school and now they're at home, it's like, what do I do? I don't know, I guess I don't see myself as the kid creative type all the time, but anyhow, I've been talking to teachers and I've got good ideas. So with reading books, one thing that I've found is really fun is actually acting out the books in some way. So having them role play them a little bit. Or like I have this cool science book that's an anatomy book. And so when we find out about her different muscles or her bones, I'll be like, where are your bones, Olivia? Where are your bones? And it shows like the ribs. And I'm like, do you have ribs? Do you have them? So like I have her actually like feel for her little rib bones and her elbows. Or like if, we were reading this other book that's called Farm Flu, which is so funny for right now because we're all in this pandemic. And I was like, this is a perfect book to explain what's going on in society. And so like all the animals on this farm are having achoo, ka-choo, ka-choo. And I was like, so Olivia, oh no, what do you do when somebody's sick? And so I have her act out, like physically use her body to act out what you do when you're sick and she's sneezing. So anyhow, it's a fun way to do role plays. And if you have more than one kid, like have them all be the different characters and move their bodies to pretend to be the different characters, because it can make it really fun. So that's another thing you can do. The seventh thing on the list is actually play board games and puzzles. Like actually take the time. We all have these games, but not everybody takes time to pull their games out and play them. So like pick some family games to play. It could be, I know some of you think Cards Against Humanity is not good for teens, but I personally think, they're crass anyway, so why not? But like play games that feel good. It could be Apples to Apples is a version of that that's a little more family friendly. For younger kids, it could be actually playing Chutes and Ladders or actually playing Candyland with them. But like take time to play some real games. It could be video games for older kids, but like play the video games with your kids. Don't just like send them off, but like take time to play as a family so that you can actually connect through that as well. And then another thing, number 8, is start a garden. Well, it's springtime, everyone, and I don't know if you noticed, it's beautiful outside. That's partly why I'm doing these videos out here. That and I'm so stir crazy, I'm going insane! So I have to be outside as much as possible, but I promise I'm socially distancing. There's nobody around except me and my video. So anyhow, one thing that me and my daughter have done is we've started a little seed garden. And again, this doesn't have to be expensive, right? So you can buy whole flowers, or if you're strapped for cash right now, buy little seeds. They're about a buck to $1.50 a piece for these little things, and in them is like 10 or more seeds at least. And you can get one bag of seed starter for like $15, and then just get cups, little plastic cups or styrofoam cups. With styrofoam, you can put little holes in them so there can be a little breathing room, but I think there's also still, they're porous anyway, so it's a little better. But what me and my daughter did is we put a bunch of cups out and seeds in each of them, and that was like a little science project. And then I felt like I hit that goal of, you did something educational, Angela, you're doing it. So anyhow, start a garden. It's something to do, and every day then you can go out and look at it and water the garden. It's kind of special. Now, number 9 on my list is a share your feelings time. So this is not a hard game, but you basically, when you're on a walk or you're just sitting around dinner, you start asking everybody at the table, hey, actually you say something along the lines of, I feel sad when, and then you have people enter the blank there. Like when do they feel sad? What makes them feel sad? So a kid might say, I feel sad when I can't see my friends, but this is giving them a chance to share and talk about what's going on for them. Because actually, we're all kind of struggling right now. I mean, it's a good space for everybody to be able to share their feelings. So even if you're just using dinner as a little therapy social hour to share, I feel sad when, I feel scared when, I feel lonely when, I feel overwhelmed when. You can also say, I feel happy when, I feel joyful when, I feel excited when. And so all of those just statements can start conversations for each person at the table, give everybody a chance to share, but then people are getting a chance to express themselves. And then the final thing I put down is to look through old photos. If you have a book of photos from a long time ago, share them with your kids. Like, I recently did this actually because at her she's not in kindergarten, she's pre-K, but in her class they had us bring her baby photos to the school when it was her birthday to share her birth story essentially. And ever since then, my daughter has just wanted to look at photos. But like, you can do this at any age, it doesn't matter who it is, like go through the photos and tell stories about what happened during those times. And that can be a really great way to feel nostalgic. Nostalgia brings happiness for people. But also it's a way of adding to the history. Like, you're talking about the history of your family and life. So anyhow, those are my 10 suggestions for things you can do with kids at home. And really the big thing I'm just asking everyone to do is take it slow, take it easy, give yourself a little credit. You're all doing a great job. We're all feeling crazy and stir crazy, but hang in there, share, talk, and do your best. All right, this is Angela Skurtu, and it's www.therapistinstlouis.com. I am still seeing clients via Skype or Zoom. Feel free to reach out or just watch these for free. I'll be putting stuff out all month. Bye.